I'll work on this. Hey y'all, this is Marie from our Okie Homestead. I figured I'd walk around out here and show y'all what we've been up to this morning. Got me some help and we've got an area cleaned up pretty good. Thank goodness. But in the meantime, we're waiting on the path of totality. We're in it. So we're waiting on the sun to start disappearing, basically. And I figured I would just stay live until after that. That way, hopefully, I won't bore y'all too bad. But I'm going to walk y'all around, show you what we've been up to. And then as it gets dark, we can watch what the chickens and the turkeys do. And speaking of turkeys, I knew, it's time for them to start laying, and a hen had disappeared, and I thought, oh, I hope nothing happened to her. Well, we found a nest, so eggs in the incubator because we was brush hogging, and that's when it was found. So Wes, thank goodness that Wes spotted it. So anyway, I figured I would walk around, and my phone, it wanted, hey Evelyn, it's good to see you. Well, the sky looks funny back there. It's been overcast, and so I didn't know if the sun was going to be able to be viewed good enough. That almost looks like I shouldn't be looking up at it, but I got my glasses. But I was going to walk around and show everybody what we've been up to this morning. I knew it was time for the turkeys to start laying. The chickens, of course, are laying like crazy. We've got chickens sitting on nests because I don't have my chick in ready yet, my little brooder house, what I'm going to use for it. But we had to get this taken care of over here, that electrified poultry netting. I had two of those hooked together over here. I'm going to turn my camera around so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I figured I'd just kind of walk around and show y'all things going on since I haven't videoed any of it. And then that way y'all could kind of see that. And then also we're waiting for the sun to disappear. So I'm going to reverse my camera around. Hello, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. I see you. Thank you for showing up. I'm trying to reverse my camera. There we go. My garden cleanup, I was tossing stuff over, so I've still got to get in here with the gator and get that mess up. The wire here is from this area I'm fixing to show y'all. That's supposed to have been so we could make a turkey run, but we never did quite decide exactly how we were going to do it. So the wire's just sitting waiting on us. The chicken tractor, I'm fixing to boot all those older chicks that are now full grown out of the chicken tractor so that hopefully we can get us some chickens to raise in it and be able to put it out in the pasture and let them be pasture raised. But anyway, so this area, y'all have seen it if you've watched any of the videos in the past when I was out here with the chickens and the turkeys. The turkeys, at first I had them in the tractor and was moving them from one spot to the other. Well, that got kind of tricky, and so I quit doing it, and I'd been sick for like a year. Finally starting to feel better, and so we got out here this morning and knocked this out, got all the poultry netting up out of here. You can see it's still fenced in with 2x4 wire on this one side, and then field fence on this other side, and then the second garden is right there. But you see how overgrown it got? That was all in this area. So plus this tree had lost a big old limb, and so it had landed right here and was kind of on this fence too. You can see where the fence got pulled down from the tree limb. So I still got to get in there and get that cleaned up, but this is so much better than it was. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to do our little poultry town up here. I've got another pen to put together. I don't think we're going to get it done today with everything else we've managed to get done. But we're going to line up our pens so that way it's easier when it comes to having to take care of food and water, the water hose is right here at this corner. So having to take it all the way around to the other side, it was hard to make it reach without tangling and kinking and all that. So I had them move this pin around here so that way, if anybody's pinned up in here, then all I got to do is just have the water right here, and it's just it's only about half the distance to get it to here. So these pins are going to move over here, and then the doors would be right here, so that way water, and then I got another pin that's like a 10 by 12 or something like that we're going to put together for a turkey grow out spot. So getting in here with this is all growed up and having to pull that netting down, oh man, that was a chore. The longer one we got laying up by the porch, and then the other one we've got over here. We still got another small pin right here too that's going to work into this mix somehow. That way I have grow out pins when chicks or turkey poults get big enough that they can come outside. I've got a pin for them to go into. That way they don't get too crowded in the brooder. So here's one of the netting. We had to get all the vines and the grass and all that mess untangled from it before we could even pull it up. And this is the little short one. I don't think any of the things on it are messed up like the big one. Let me see your shirt. I gotta show them your shirt. This is Rachel, oldest daughter. She getting mooned. I thought that was a cute design. Hello, Pixie Dust Travelers. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. The thumbnail, I swiped a picture off of my shirt. Kyoto's garden over here, I don't think she's going to do anything with it this year. So I've still got to come in and clean up this fence line, though. Pull all this old stuff down, and I'm probably just going to have to spray it. I hadn't really decided because me and husband talked about getting a couple pigs and put a couple feeder pigs and putting them in this fenced off area and letting them kind of keep that stuff eat down. But that kind of throws me into the water hose situation again, having to bring it around from the shed. So I don't know. We're kind of undecided on that. I was going to walk y'all out here since we're killing time waiting on the sun to get a little bit out of the ordinary. I can just barely see it. I'm going to, I have to put the glasses over the lens. I'm not sure which lens that is. Oh no, I can't see. I can't see. Oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Because I don't think I'm supposed to. I might have to wear a pair. But for our area right now, it is just now starting to cover. So Wes is out here. They've been helping me get stuff cleaned up, and they got them a burn pile going. I missed the days that we hung out around the fire pit that they made. But yeah, he's out here brush hogging for us. This stuff just went from it being all brown and nothing growing to everything growing. So he's getting it taken care of. This is the little pecan orchard that we have. These are all pecan trees. And there's some further back there too. But the critters are just running around. None of them are acting any different at this point. I kind of wonder if the birds, when it starts to get dark, if they will actually like think that they need to go to the coop. So that's going to be interesting to see. But you can see we had this netting, and it came through here and then to there, and that pin right there was right here. I kind of want to maybe try to build a lean-to off of this side to be able to store like the tiller and a few other things under there. And then that way I can just come back with like the electric for this side here in order to keep it closed in to where we won't get raccoons or possums coming up trying to get at the chickens and the turkeys during the night. So I'm still going to use the electric fence. It's just I'm not going to put it up against that fence line again. Because I need to be able to get in here and be able to mow it to keep it down. They let it grow up to the point where they really wasn't coming in here and eating the grass or anything, which so now they are, thank goodness. Oh, I see Robert's in here. That's good. I was kind of hoping maybe he could help me figure out. Maybe I'd have to put a pair of the Eclipse glasses on in order to look at him trying to intimidate the other one. They're fussy. The Toms been fussing with each other. Hey, Mama. I know. That's the one that laid the nest of eggs that Wes found over there brush hogging. So I collected her eggs. They was all warm, so they're in the incubator now. So they're helping me get this situated because I need to get them caught and I need to put them in a pen with the Toms. I hear peeping. I hear chicks. Who's got chicks? Who's got chicks? Oh, I had a feeling this morning the way this hen was acting. Okay, turkey hen, I'm not after you. Uh-huh. You got a baby. I just knew the way she was all fluffed out extra big. I suspected that she had a chick in there. We were just talking about that, how long some of these hens been sitting. We figured it was at least 2 weeks. Well, you see, that's at least 28 days because it takes 28 days for them to hatch. And y'all are looking at this live now. I just discovered that she's got a chick. And that was just because I'm walking by and talking and heard the peeping. So we've got her and another one and a couple more and a couple more that have been sitting. But it was just something about the way she was extra fluffed out this morning that I was like, do you have a baby in there? Hey, Luke 29 Homestead, it's good to see you. Oh, hello, Peaceful Des. Y'all are seeing me discover baby chicks live on YouTube. Hello, Vixie on Pause. That's a new name. No, the egg didn't break. She's like, the way that they tuck them under their wings is how they keep them warm. And then that's just like with the chicks. Now, if you had two hens trying to squeeze into one box, I had a couple of them do that last year, and they ended up suffocating a couple of chicks. So I had to pull chicks. Now, these chicks I'm going to have to pull because they're most likely not going to survive if I don't. I really don't want to risk it at this point. So it's good to find babies. Hello, Belt Loop 29, cute critters. And there you, oh yeah, that too. And the fact that we're watching the critters, huh? So anyway, I've still got to get in here and rake up my coop. Pretty much decided I'm not going to go back with the shavings. I'm going to start using those pellets again. They just expand better and they just break down easier. But you can see we got to collect eggs. They're loaded. But it's like, now as far as I know, nobody's been sitting on these. But they're going to have to be floated in water to see if make sure they're all still good, which after we do that, then they'll have to be refrigerated. So, getting progress made out here. And this, Wes managed to, where the water got on the tarp that was over it, and it just was too heavy and it bent it all up during one of them storms that come through last year. Well, Wes managed to get most of it bent back in shape, and pretty much once this is bent back straight up, I think just replacing this one panel or the frame, we might be able to like totally reuse that pin instead of having to try to figure out how to fix the whole thing. He's got it pretty much bent back in shape. So it's still usable at this point, but I would have to have a shelter in there for him. It's still going to have something over the top. And I was trying to make, with the extra pipes, that's what this pipe is from. We bought extra top rail and we tried to bend it in shape and bought these brackets off of Amazon to hold it up, thinking that that was going to keep the tarp from gaining so much water and collapsing, but it didn't work. It bent it up, it collapsed anyway. But one of the turkeys has still been perching in it because the tarp was still over one corner. So I'm kind of thinking instead of maybe trying to cover the whole thing with the tarp, maybe I should just cover like one end of it, and then that way it'll go ahead and drain off of it. I can put it over like this side that has the perches, put a cover over the top here, and then that way it'd go ahead and drain off and into the pen, but at least it's still, they'd be under cover. So, and if I like this other pen I picked up, once we get it together, I'll know more. So far, I can't tell any difference in the amount of light out, except for the fact that it's being overcast. Let's see if I can't even see the sun with the glasses because it's overcast now. I don't know if that's a good, can't see it. So, I need to get my chainsaw up. There was, couple little trees that was growing up in there, and so I got it out to take care of that. I'm trying to work on getting the blueberry bushes transplanted, and I'm going to try to make a cage for each of them to put around them so that hopefully the chickens don't get my blueberries like they did last year. So we're just going to walk around and hang out and wait for it to get dark. It's basically what I'm doing, right? And I really didn't notice a whole lot more traffic than usual, even though we're on one of the main routes coming up out of Texas for this part of the country. Hello, Okie Homestead. It's good to see you.
Great. I've got to tell you, Owens.
Yeah.
Back to somewhere from the state line.
Yeah.
Down there around Todd Point. He's down here.
Yeah.
And up.
Just this side of the river.
This side of the river coming up. People was pulling off in side roads, getting out.
Yeah, I highly suspect that some people are trying to avoid the fact it's overcast in areas.
And downtown Idabel and Brokenbow are busy also.
Yeah, that's what somebody else was telling Rachel. Huh? Oh, yeah? Yeah, somebody was set up down there at the big old telescope. We're live on YouTube. Oh, he was right behind me. Did you already look? I was trying to figure out how to do it with my phone. Do I just point my phone at it?
Did you look at the phone?
Yes, I have. But how do I put my...
Probably.
How do you put it to where... Because then I can't see to see if I have it over the right lens.
We'll do it like this. Here. Try it that way.
I can't see.
You're not going to be able to see.
Oh, I see a glow. Well, hopefully that's it. I think you got it covered, but I can't tell if they can tell.
I can see it on your
playback,
Marie.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Yay. So y'all see it's just barely doing anything right now. So I just want to walk over here by the edge of the woods and look around and show y'all that part over there. So I'm going to set my glasses down over here. I'm not going to carry them over there. Okay. Since he's brush hogged, I can walk across there and not be in knee-high grass. One of the next projects is going to be getting the motor, the new motor put on the pool pump, so that way this pool can be up and ready before it gets too much warmer out. But yeah, so far all the birds are acting normal. They're like, nah, nothing going on, nothing out of the ordinary. I'll have to get this net up before this evening. I'm about wore out from digging it all out of the grass and vines the way it had it all wrapped up. Made it hard to get up. I got one of my blueberry bushes moved over here because my plan is, this is where we have these berms, swells and berms, I think is what they call them. This area through here is one of the berms. That's why the plum trees are planted there, so that way they're up off of the level. It's not level, it's got a little hill, and it runs this way. And I couldn't figure out where I need to put them. And I was hearing a lot of people have trouble growing blueberries in Oklahoma, especially this part where there's a lot of clay in the soil. So this is like perfect because they like to have wet feet, as they say. They don't want their roots standing in water. So with the fact that this is one of the high spots, we're just going to plant them through here where it's all a mess. And the reason it's a mess is because I couldn't mow it last year, because we've got pieces of pipe fence that are still connected to other pieces and concrete part that was in the ground. So we got to get the tractor in here to get all this mess out of the way and be able to transplant the blueberries about 10 feet across, 10 foot away from each other, coming this way, because this is going to get cleaned up too. Last year, a couple times when I was mowing around through here, there was a big old snake that was hanging out right here. So yeah, being able to get that up, it's just better to keep it cut back as much as possible around the houses for sure. Otherwise, you got little field mice always trying to come in. And see, this is the section that's up here by the highway. And there's not a whole lot of traffic right now. There's somebody pulled in that driveway down there. We got our gate closed just in case. Our neighbor, the first road past us, it dead ends to his place. So there's him and two other people that own property down that one dirt road. And so they took rolls of hay and blocked it off so that people couldn't pull in there and get out there on their pastures and get stuck or something or make a mess. So we are about a 20 miles. So it takes us about 20 minutes to get up there to Hochatown if traffic is not backed up. You know, if it's midday and you leave going through Broken Bow, you know, you're gonna have to deal with traffic. But other than that, it's not a real long trip to get up there. I gotta watch for snakes, even though he's just mowed through here, because they'll be like trying to avoid, they'll be running from him. It is so nice to have help, I tell you what. I feel like I have knocked out more projects the last couple of days than I have in the last 6 months. Ain't no fun being sick and then finding out that a good portion of that sick was because of 2 different medicines. I wondered if we had any morel mushrooms in our woods. That probably, there was people down. So the woods over, basically a coyote den. So we don't mess with going over there or doing anything unless it's like not all growed up. We'll go exploring through there sometimes. It's like 20 acres of woods, because we about 20 acres of the property is cleared, and then the other part is not. So it's about half and half, and we're just under 40 acres. I think it's like 37 something, I don't know. But anyway, and the only reason it's because they just in the last couple years had come in and had to buy a piece off the front to upgrade the highway, because this highway doesn't have shoulders. So they're going to be working on that. They've already come in and run the water line, but they're going to have to fix it because they routed around trees that are supposed to come down and everything. But that's a whole other story. We're just hanging out. I heard rumor. I hate to turn it around to me when I'm trying to show y'all the woods and stuff and kind of walk around and show y'all the property. So yeah, it pretty much just stays wild over in the woods. All the wild critters can go over there and do their thing. As long as they don't come over here messing with us, they're fine. We've had mink because of the slough, and coyotes, of course, which they, like I said, they need to stay away from us. They can stay over there. Raccoons, skunks, you name it, all that kind of stuff. You can almost see, I'd have to go around there. We're fixing to come from that fence post there where that garden is and come straight through here where I'm at and tie into this corner and then take out this fence. And that's why that tree is growing in, the wire's growing into the tree. I mean, the tree's growing, the tree is swallowing the wire. There we go. Hello, Channel Princess Twilight Sparkle. It's good to see you. And Sergeant Bun Bun. Oh, cool. Yeah, rattlesnakes. I'm kind of watching for the bad snakes as I go along, because it is warm enough that they would be out meandering around. And of course, there's all these are dewberries that are coming up, and so when they start producing berries, the snakes like to hang out with them just like they do blackberries. So my thought though is changing out, getting rid of this fence line. We've got like 4 or 5 pecan trees that are on this fence, and since we're losing pecan trees about one every other year, comes down. They're old. They wasn't taken care of for the longest time, and we never had the money to invest in the equipment to be able to take care of them the way they should, to be able to spray and all that stuff. We got lucky last year with the guy coming in with the chopper to get rid of the caterpillars that was eating on them. But when the state comes in to take off the front, there's like 6-7 trees that's part of that front fence line that'll end up coming down too. So my oldest grandson had the greatest idea about basically for every tree like that comes down, we replace it with a fruit tree. So far we've got 3 plum, we got the 4 blueberry bushes, and then we've got the 2 peach trees. But with being sick so much, I had wanted this year to plant a couple more peach trees, but I was not ready. I had figured I would already have the blueberry bushes in the ground, and I still got to do that. So now I heard, I don't know if y'all can see the slough over there. It's just bare. There's not hardly any water in it right now, thank goodness. But I can probably walk over there where y'all will be able to see it. It's just going to take me a little bit to get there. But I guess it doesn't matter since we're killing time waiting on totality. So, and this is that same fence line I'm talking about taking out, because we're going to put it somewhere else. That way we can save the pecan trees that have grown on this fence line, be able to mow around them and everything. One tree, as you see, about 1/3 of it fell apart. And normally when they start doing that, it's just a matter of time before more of it comes down. I mean, you can see they're like It's overgrown with the vines that we get. We've got very invasive vines that grow up the trees, and they actually choke them out. And we don't have the equipment to even think about spraying for that stuff. And so it chokes them out, and then you'll have pieces rot and they'll fall off. And it's on the fence. So that's a repair that's going to have to be made. And the easiest way to do that would be already have a fence up going across there, so we can just come in and take that whole fence out and then get the tree mess up, because all this tree mess would be on that side then. And so it'd be easier to access it with the tractor for part of it. So I'm not looking forward to that. I had hoped I would have already had that mess up, but you can only do what you can do. So that's all I've been doing, is just doing what I can do. And that just for the last year, it hasn't been a whole lot. So all I know is I'm glad that I'm feeling better finally and being able to get some stuff done. And then getting help on top of that is just awesome. We never did get this fence line sprayed last year, so all the weeds grew up through it and stuff. And pokeberries would do that too. And I found out last year that pokeberries are poisonous to goats, so I don't dare let any more pokeberries go. I used to just let them propagate and grow, but I like them berries off the pokeberries. Obviously doesn't make them sick. So I thought, well, our chickens and stuff might like it too. And then I find out that the goats will eat it and it'll kill them. So I'm like, that's not a good thing. Can't have that. I'm gonna go back over here, I think, first. I've still been working in the garden. About to get it wrapped up, I think, to the point where I'm not gonna do anything else. We gotta get this thing moved. Get the Starlink put over on that side of the house. Whew, I'm kind of warm. I'm sweating after out here walking around. That is Sheriff and Sheriff, it looks like, passing by. Huh? What? That dirt, really? Sand Hill Road or whatever it's called? It's full of cars. Oh my gosh. I wonder if that's why the two sheriff's trucks just went by. I bet you it's because it was overcast. Everybody was like not wanting to risk coming up here, because it's not been near as many people as they expected. I'm gonna walk over here and show y'all my little peach tree. This, I'll have to look at the name of it. The short that I made, I didn't put the name. Belle of Georgia. This tree bloomed out before the other one, and it is loaded with them. So we'll see if we get any. I hear it's kind of tricky to get them when you got birds and you see there's a nest. A bird made that last year, but so far we hadn't seen any birds back in it. But the chickens have discovered that there's something on this tree, so they're eyeballing it too. But they're not going to be able to get, they'll only be able to get so high, and that'll be it. But yeah, we shut our front gate just so we wouldn't have anybody pull. We've already had one person pull in and said GPS sent them here, but the address they were looking for is like 4 miles up the road. I'm wondering if I'll be able to see anything from here. It's still trying to get overcast at times, so it's liable to, because of it being overcast, it's liable to end up being even darker than it would have been. Can't. Oh, I see a bunch of, I see headlights coming this way. Somebody pulling a camper? Well, they're running behind if they hoping to be up at the lake by the... No, it's not a camper. I was going to say, they'd be pushing their luck to get up to Hochtown in time. Get up there and get set up, especially if there's much traffic. But yeah, they had said, they had figured, oh, it might be bumper to bumper. And so far it's not. And the people that have talked about it on Facebook have even said that, how do you take care of your chick? The little chick, oh, well, to start with, I'll probably put them in an incubator just to get my brooder where I want it and be able to get the heat plate in it. And that way I can put them in a brooder and they'll have the heat plate and they stay under that to stay warm. I've got another video that shows I bought a little cage from Chewy that was actually like a hamster guinea pig cage because I didn't want to use the light in their chick brooder cages. And so I thought, well, I'll just get one that doesn't have the light or the, heat source bulb. I don't want to worry about their bulb. And so because I had done made up my mind, I was going to use the heat plate. I'm going to walk over here and show y'all where that turkey hen had her nest. And hopefully I don't find a snake. But yeah, right there. She done had her a cozy little spot up underneath them dewberries. But I'm not going to risk leaving her out here in this pasture. We've had coyotes come tromping up the driveway into the front yard at night. So we don't dare leave her out here where she's not being protected, which is why I pulled the eggs. So I have those eggs in the incubator. I'm going to go ahead and see, I don't even know. They were all warm. There was 21 eggs. So I'm guessing she's possibly been sitting for a week. So we may only have 2.5 weeks left. I want to try to time turkey poults hatching out about the same time I have some new chicks. And then that way the baby chicks actually help teach the turkeys how to eat and drink. Because turkeys are not like chickens. I can tell you that. There are several differences between them. And so their brain is one big difference, apparently. Because like the chickens, if they get in an area, they remember how to get back out. The turkeys, if they get over in the other pasture, they'll have a heck of a time trying to figure out, how did I get in here? How do I get back out? How do I get back over here? We've had to herd them out of the mare pasture over there to get them back over to this side where they could come in to be able to get to the coop, to be able to roost for the night. So I still can't see anything down there. That road they're talking about is just, it's too overgrown to see. So I'm gonna head back over here to the porch and get me a drink and get the glasses and see how far we are into it now. One of the interesting things, I keep mentioning this and I never do finish, that I was seeing on social media, they was talking about how wild the shadows look. And so that's why I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm going to be looking at the shadows, seeing if they're really weird looking like they're saying maybe. It was good. Thank you, Belt Loop 29 Homestead, for stopping in and visiting and hanging out with us for a while. Y'all have a great day too. So I'm hoping... Oh, I'll get back over here to the glasses. It's like it clouds up and then the clouds kind of pass back over and get out of the way so it gets sunny again. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to see. Huh?
We're about to almost halfway.
Almost halfway?
Yep.
Help me spot it again. Since I go blind and can't see.
I can't either.
I'm like, I don't know how you did it on the...
Got fingerprints all over my lenses now.
And then we got a tilt going up.
Can you see it, babe?
I see the
Are you on
glow.
live?
I'm loading right now.
I don't know if Robert's still
Robert,
watching
can you
or
see
not.
it?
Yeah, but it's not showing much coverage.
Oh, okay.
Not showing much coverage right now.
Oh, okay.
Still not much coverage. Wow.
It looks about halfway to me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about
Let me look.
halfway.
Let me
That's what
look.
I'm talking about.
You can't see nothing but a red glow looking through the. Oh yeah, it does look. It looks like a crescent moon now.
The sun looks like, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know why you couldn't see it. It's cool. So we're probably not too much longer until it starts getting like it's getting dark. Yeah, like dusk.
You can tell it's kind of
I know the light looks surreal.
lighting looks very.
But yeah, the chickens and roosters, they go hang out with the horses at times. They don't have any problems figuring out how to get back over here. They duck under a hole in the fence over here that the dogs made, which is why we need to run hot wire around the whole thing so that we can put the goats out here and let them eat too. And they just come and go under where the dogs dug out. And the turkeys will go in, they'll follow the chickens going in there, and then the chickens come out, the turkeys don't see them, and then the turkeys are pacing the fence saying, oh, how do we get out of here? We don't know. Help us. How do we get out of here? And you have to go in and then herd them back out. It's crazy. But yeah, so far not really seeing any difference in the way the animals are acting. I think it was NASA that was saying they wanted like people to pay attention to the animals or the insects, anything like that, during the eclipse, especially being in the path of totality. They're gonna go run and visit with them. Everybody just kind of hanging out, waiting for it to get dark. And the animals are all just like, we don't know what y'all doing. Why y'all hanging out with us? Well, I did have a pretty mix of roosters, I'll tell you that. Oh, thank you, Vixie on pause. I appreciate that. If you scare the animal, no, I'm not going to scare them. I just want to see what they're going to do. I don't like scaring them, and it may be why I've never had a rooster chase me. Because I like my roosters, but I have too many. So anybody that's close to us that needs a rooster, this is why I tell you I have too many roosters. When you have roosters ganging up on hens, it's like, nope, there's too many roosters. But boy, there's some pretty ones. This one is a red sex link Wyandotte cross, plus that, I think that's our original rooster. If it's not, it's his mini-me, his junior, because our main rooster looks just like him. I don't think that's him though. I don't know where he's at. What's interesting about having multiple roosters around this much property, because they spread out. They'll be out here in the front, they'll be over here to the side, they'll be off to that other side, they'll be back there down towards the barns. I don't know that I've ever seen any of this group down by the big barn, but they hang out at the little barn. Matter of fact, one of the roosters kept him a hen down there, and she was laying eggs. He's a cool looking rooster. He don't have a normal comb, but I was trying to get a better view of the roosters, and they're all moving away from me. I don't know if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can even see him. I can't hardly see him. It's pretty bright out here still. There he is. See, he's got that kind of, it's so black, it's got like a blue tint to his feathers towards his tail. And then another one that you can tell is a red sex link cross. But yeah, there's too many of them. And so they're just running the hens ragged. So I am in the market for some more hens, but I like his mix. Put that back. I like his mix of the markings, the lacing that he's got, and then he doesn't. That's cool. And I like my little gray one. Is there people parked up there? Did they just pull off?
It looks like it. This looks like they got their back popped. Their hoodie. Oh, I can't really.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if I can zoom in enough for anybody to see them.
We should have probably got rope for our the end of our driveway, so nobody can even pull in.
Well, I think they pretty much get the idea that don't come any further than
But
this.
that's still a good spot for them to pull up and just look at it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what are you going to do if they do? I'll be like, don't get out. Stay in the vehicle. Keep your arms and feet inside the ride. Right?
Yeah. Just people make me nervous. No strangers.
Yeah, I know. You never know what they're going to do.
Oh, it's catching fire.
Yeah, it finally is catching. What I was getting at about the roosters, though, I got distracted. Because of the fact that they roam throughout the property, there'd be like rooster over here, rooster over there, rooster down there. And at different times of the day, for whatever reason, they'll all start crowing to each other. One of them will crow, and then one in a different area will crow. And then one in the next area will crow. It's like they're saying, okay, it's all clear over here. Well, it's all clear over here too. Everything good over here. So I like hearing all the crowing. I wouldn't mind just keeping 3 or 4 of them, but we probably have 8. I like the mix of colors on them though, like this one. But then you see him and he's like, oh, I really like his marking because he's like that red, copper red almost. Are you calling in the girls, telling them that the light's getting a little dim? Can you tell any difference? He says he can't tell no difference. But he's crowing. So far, everything still looks the same to me. The pecan trees finally budded out. So it's like, oops, safe to plant in the garden. Yay. All of them's budding out. That's what I was talking about. There's pecan trees down here too. And they come up this way and then all across there. So there's, I don't know, I never counted them. There's probably at least 50 trees. Wouldn't you say that, Jaden? There's about 50 pecan trees? Huh? Yeah. Well, let me see. There's, huh? Yeah, the ones that have come down. Yeah. Go back over here. It's kind of, I'm just wondering if the roosters and chickens are going to start doing anything different. I got to come over here and get me a drink. Hello, Fowler Family Farm. Thank y'all for showing up. I see you, Anita, walk up. Yeah, thank you for answering that, too. I can't exactly look at... I'm showing my husband listening to me. I'm hearing an echo. I'm going to get over here, grab my glasses. and get me a drink. It kind of looks like hazy. I don't know if it's just because I've been.
It's hazy because it's starting to cover up the sun.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe, I guess. It's very distracting hearing myself talking over there. I'll have to move away from here in a second after I get a drink. Hey, Rory, tell everybody on YouTube hello.
Hello.
You've been watching the sun disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you read the story about what the Choctaws do?
No.
They thought that it was this squirrel. They had a name. I can't remember his name. And they thought it was a squirrel that was covering up the sun. So they knew that they needed the sun to grow their plants. So they said, everybody get your pots and pans, get out here and make noise and scare the squirrel off the sun. So that's what they used to do. And probably some of them still do it. I was just reading about it on, I think it was Facebook.
Oh.
Since we're like, in the Choctaw Nation area, it's just kind of good to know things like that. So if you see somebody out there beating their pots and pans during the eclipse, you'll know why they're doing it.
Mhm.
But it's like one of their legends, folklore, whatever you want to call it, I guess.
The solar eclipse is getting pretty covered.
I know. You think the animals are going to act any different when it gets dark? I don't think the dogs will. I kind of think the birds will.
Yeah, because if it's like dark time,
Mhm.
the birds are asleep or something like that.
Right. How much is it covered now?
It's pretty covered. Let me look at it again.
Yeah, it is. It's just kind of funny looking out here right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, golly. I don't know if I can do this like Rachel did. I'm going to try this again, how she did.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do that.
Yeah, it is. Oh, okay.
That's rude.
Can you see it, Robert?
Yeah, you can actually see where it's covering part of the sun now.
Good deal. The roosters are sure doing a lot of crowing right now.
You can make it zoom in a little bit.
I could, maybe. I don't know. Let me. What I'm gonna have to do is zoom it first, and then
cover it.
Yeah, and then cover it. And it's hard to do out here because it's so bright.
Yeah.
That I can't really see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Like, is that over the? I think that's over the lens now.
Yeah, there's a shadow over the lens. I think it is.
I can't even see it at all now, though. I don't know if I may have the cardboard over it. It's not there. It's that one, maybe? I can't even see it. I can't even see oh, there's the glow. There we go. Can you see? You can see it a lot better now, huh?
In Dallas, the next solar eclipse is going to be in 298 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Long time.
And then some other place, it's like 20 years.
Oops. There we go.
Because of the rotation of the Earth and Moon.
So yeah, it's getting there. Whew.
We created a spooky effect by accident. All
Ow.
the ashes falling.
Oh.
Oh, it's dark and creepy.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think I got it back to normal. Oh, good. I'm glad y'all could see it. Yeah, old folks with grandkids banging pots and pans. My mother could tell some stories about her kids banging some pots and pans and ruining her cookware. I don't think I have this all the way back down to normal here. There we go. Whoop. Okay, I think that's it. I'll show y'all my irises since we're still killing time waiting on it to get dark.
But somewhere around 4 minutes here, I think.
I know. We're supposed to be in the path where it's going to be one of the longest times of it being like that. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
Love my irises.
We might see owls coming out because owls are nocturnal.
Yeah.
But then they
I don't know if we still have that family of owls in the trees here, though. I love my purple irises.
Lily, what are you doing in there? Come on.
There's baby chicks in one of the nest boxes with a hen.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you hear that, Rachel? Baby chicks in the nest box? In there? I discovered them while I was live. I was like, baby chicks. Baby chicks. Yeah, at least 28 days. So do you have any stories to tell about the eclipse that you learned in school?
Well, there was on the paper. It said that if you have glasses on, to put it on above the glasses.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
over
not
the
doing
glasses.
That, no. I'm not doing it, even though I got glasses, but I'm not doing it.
You just, you're just going to put them just straight on?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. Yeah, the chickens are having a fit about something.
Yeah.
We'll walk around here and see what they're doing.
Yeah, let's see. Little pumpkin, are you sure you want to come here? The turkeys are here.
Just hanging out on the farm, waiting for totality.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if the animals will come out though, but maybe.
It is getting funny looking out here. I don't know if I feel like I'm about half blind or something. It's just weird.
I can't even tell her.
What you carrying on about? Did you lay an egg or you want? Yeah, it's actually looking darker in here.
Oh,
Yeah, because the sun's covered enough outside now that it's darker in here.
really? Oh.
That hen is like, one of y'all needs to move.
I think it's having a fit of. I think it's having a fit
And
of-
whatnot. Hush.
Maybe the tree is over its head's nest. I think one of the hens is over its hen's nest.
You're a good mama. You're a good mama. She's still got eggs that she's going to hatch out, so we'll just leave her be with her babies. That's the one that has baby in there. I've seen at least one baby.
That's good. Woo! I haven't gotten here in a long time.
There's other nests. There's a nest right there. There's a nest over here. There's a nest there. A couple nests there. They all want to fuss over the same nests. Oh yeah, it is so funny looking outside now.
I can't tell a thing. I don't know why.
Really? It doesn't seem kind of... I want to watch the shadows because everybody says the shadows look funny during the eclipse.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, show me what they mean. I'm like, it just looks like normal shadows to me.
I figured out how to do comments now on my new phone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how, but then I noticed it's like it does, and this is on my new phone, not my old phone. But on the new phone, it's like where you get out of the video and you'll see the little comment thing.
Have you
Have you
been able to post any more on your YouTube channel?
No, I haven't. I haven't in a long time.
Oh.
I've been trying to get the stuff back because my computer was upgraded and I lost everything again.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm still getting everything back, and I think my next video will be somewhere with some game.
Oh, one of the games you're playing?
Yeah, not really, because I lost some of those games, but I have new games I could do record, but if I do that, I might, keep lost track and stuff.
Oh.
But I could just cut out some parts if I did it too long, and I might do it.
Yeah.
One of them is gonna be an early access game. Two of them, actually. Two of them's gonna be an early access game, and because they're real good. They're really good.
Wow, I can't believe it's like just a sliver left and it's still this light out.
Yep. Almost there.
Did you see Rachel's shirt? She getting mooned.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the lighting looks funny. Is it just me, Rachel?
No, it looks weird.
Okay, it's almost like some kind of filter is over it or something. It's weird.
I feel like it's getting a little darker a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit now.
Here's some shadows from the tree. See if the shadows look any different.
Okay. I gotta go over to Daddy.
All right.
See you later.
All right. Is that Pepper?
No.
She needs to be in the house. Pepper don't need to be outside. She's a little wild thing. She's wild thing. Look, they're like, y'all got food? They're all running up there to them. Y'all got food? What? What? I want to look at the shadows and see if they look any different. Oh, you're back. It's good to see you back, Vixie on pause. The chocolate Tom, he had we had another Tom. He was black, and we found somebody that needed a Tom, so they got him. And him, that black one and the gray one beat him up bad. You see how they tore up his tail feathers? We had to separate them for a few days because they can get mean to each other. Birds are vicious. If they get one down, if one's down for some reason, the rest of them will just attack it and just really beat them up. They're not nice to each other. Yeah, it is. I'm going to get back over here. I'm going to turn this around for a second. You can see I'm kind of hot. Been sweating, walking around all over the place, just waiting for it to... I wonder if I could actually do this easier that way. Maybe. That's weird. I thought maybe I'd be able to spot it easier that way. Whoop. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think that worked so great. Because I was guessing where it was back there. So yeah, everybody's just kind of hanging out, waiting for it to get dark.
You could kind of see it, yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's
just a little bit of the
spot,
glow.
but,
Yeah. So yeah, we're just all hanging out, waiting and waiting. But, it's just like kind of hazy. I don't even know how to describe it. I think it's just been so bright out here that it's like now it ain't quite so bright. Does that even make sense? I mean, it should make sense, but see, I thought, well, at least I knew for sure which lens to cover for that. And then trying to find it.
So if you just hang it there for a second.
And see, I wonder, do it like that. Oops. I was going to try to get it to zoom in so maybe it would be, there we go. Ha! Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if I can zoom it in anymore.
Some big old thick clouds are finna roll in back over this.
I hope not. If they do, it'd be like, make it look even darker. Well, I was trying to zoom it in more. Did that help at all?
Yeah.
All right. It's got quite a bit of it. I mean, I can just barely see it, but it's got, from what I can see, it looks like it's got most of it covered now.
About 50% looks like.
That's half. It's over half, wouldn't you think?
Because of the curvature you gotta take into account.
The what?
Curvature. Sides aren't.
Oh, yeah. There's some more traffic going up and down the highway. Turn this back around. There we go. All right. Yeah, phone and eclipse glasses. I was afraid to try to do it with the GoPro because I was afraid it would overheat and shut off. And even still, I can't even tell how much charge my phone has. But I made sure it was charged up before we started. So I would think it would at least last long enough to be able to see totality. I would think. Hopefully the clouds that are back there don't affect it. A couple. Well, they are kind of just south of us, ain't they?
The clouds.
Yeah. Yeah, looking straight at it with the glasses, I mean, it looks like there's just barely a hangnail or, whatever. Just barely anything showing.
Man, that cloud's moving kind of freaking fast. It's been dropping.
Oh, that one over there, yeah. Hopefully it'll just keep going that way and it won't obstruct our view. Yeah, it's almost there, huh? It's almost covered. So far, none of the birds are even acting like they need to come back to the coop. They're all acting the same. I had spiderweb come flying across the yard at me. The spiders are flying. I guess I left the garden gate open because Karma's in the garden. I thought I had left that gate closed, but yeah, the lighting is definitely really weird out here now. It keeps changing. Oh, these little yellow clovers, the flowers, they kind of close up when it gets dark at night. So it makes me wonder, are they going to close up and then turn around and open back up? I guess we'll see. I still see the shadows, though. I don't see any difference in them. Kind of like with the birds, I would think at this point that they would be rounding up, getting over here by the coop. Well, here's the shadows. Just looks like regular shadows to me. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody keeps saying, Nana, Nana. Oh, it is definitely. It's like you'd think any of them in the shade, it feels like, yeah, it's fixing to be dark. It's like you can really tell a difference when you get in the shade. Wow. Y'all gonna have to quit taking your dirt bath over here next to my little peach tree. Y'all gonna have the roots dug up. We can't have that. No, we can't have that. Y'all gonna have to go find someplace else to have a dust bath. It does, I agree, Chad Woods. It does feel a little bit cooler. Yeah, it's definitely, because it's like, yeah. Wow, it's just barely showing a sliver now. We fixing to be there, y'all. Everybody might think, no, yeah. I mean, I just watched an eclipse. It wasn't definitely. I have never in my life been in the path of totality. So, even though I've watched several eclipses, you know, from even as far back as being a kid to the latest one that we went October of last year. Oh my gosh, do you see that? It just like all of a sudden.
Our street lights are coming on.
Wow, yeah, the lights are turning on, the security lights. Let me turn this around. Oh, come on, turn around. The security lights are kicking on. Wow, it's like all of a sudden fast it's doing it. Fast. Oh my gosh. I can't see it. Where's it at? We're fixed to be at the ring. Listen to the tree frogs.
Oh my God, my phone.
It looks like a giant eye. Wow. Y'all, this camera is supposed to be good. This is an S23, y'all. This should be a much better view than what it's given us. This is nothing compared to seeing it with the naked eye. This is crazy. Wow. I'm gonna listen to the tree frogs.
Do you hear the frogs?
Yeah.
The chickens aren't home already.
Look, they're slowly moving to the coop. They're moving to the coop. The chickens, I think, are confused. I think the birds are confused. They're like, why did it get dark all of a sudden? This is so much better than what my camera was showing. Wow. I wonder if I can reverse it. If maybe I can get a better... No, you still, it just looks like a hazy sun. It doesn't look anything like it does with the naked eye. It's just crazy. Wow. Wow.
See that red coming off the bottom?
Huh?
See that little red piece coming off the bottom?
I can't even... Oh, I gotta reverse my...
Off the bottom?
Reverse my camera. I was trying
Yeah,
to...
I do see it.
Wow.
There's a red spot at the very bottom. You see
That's...
it?
Yeah, I do. That's probably where the first part's going to start coming back out here in a minute. Look at the birds. They don't know what to do. They're like confused. They're all like standing outside the coop and just kind of hanging out. They're like,
My phone's not restored.
look at this. This is so weird. Normally, if it was getting dark and it was this dark, every single chicken would already be in the coop. The turkeys are always slower than the chickens, but they would be headed for the coop. But they're all still kind of just wandering around. It's like they know this is not going to last.
Look, I don't know. Look, they're all grouped together like shit. Let's go. Let's go. We missed something. We did something.
Wow.
I probably thought they stayed out too late.
We party too long,
No,
guys.
yeah, they're like, what happened? Who turned the sun off? I really expected them to head for the coop, and they're just not even really, they're kind of just still milling around.
My phone ain't getting the picture of it.
That'd be about the truth and whatnot. The phone made where it won't pick up as good a view. Yeah, little red dot speck. You see it? I bet that's where it's first going to start coming back out. That's so wild. Yeah, my phone won't even let me zoom. I guess maybe because I'm doing a live, it won't let me zoom in any more than that. The Ring of Fire. And on the phone, it looks like an eyeball. That's crazy. I can't believe how fast it got dark, though. I didn't expect it to get dark as fast as it did.
Yeah, this thing will start breaking over.
It did. I looked outside and Dave was like, Mom. I was like, what the hell?
That red getting more. Oh, there it
Uh
is.
huh.
Oh.
It's peeking out again
We're
now.
not supposed to just.
Second.
Look, they think it's feeding.
Yeah, they're like, do we get our breakfast again? Huh? Wow. Back to this funny shade of lighting. Wow.
All the turkeys and chickens are out. Nana. That was so cool.
I know, right? Now we're getting daylight again.
Nana. Look, it's so
Hey, Natalie. Yeah, did you see the sun? It
Yep.
disappeared.
It's already so
The moon
bright.
covered it up.
Yep.
Chicks does she have?
I don't know. I didn't mess with her.
You. It's like just a sliver is back out, and it's already so bright, like it's actually.
Yeah, it's already lightening back up fast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hey, Oreo.
That is so crazy.
Oreo. Hey, Oreo.
I am so glad
Hey, Oreo.
that the cloud cover
Oreo.
got out of here. I mean, look, we were like, still, anytime it's going to cover up the sun. So we were very lucky to get to see that. That was so cool. Those chickens and the turkeys were so confused.
And
They were all just kind of hanging out and not even headed for the coop.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
now the toms are fussing with each other.
I'm a Nerf gun.
They do that every
Yeah.
year. They fight like they got a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Oreo. This is the newest gun I have. Hey,
Oh.
Oreo. Hey, Oreo. Really want some attention, please.
But yeah, they're all just acting like we don't know what y'all still going on about.
Immediately
Wow.
when it got dark. Oh, God. Immediately when it got dark, the crickets started coming out.
The tree frogs.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the crickets.
That was funny.
it got brighter.
All right. Where's
The sun's starting to come back out.
Oreo? She just took off around there like she's headed to go somewhere around the front of the coop.
After it was
Look at her. Look at her.
Look, I think it's morning.
All right. Yeah, it is. Let me see if I'm gonna try to reverse this again. It was easier to do it like this.
Pretty sure
If I can find it again. Oh, there it is. Boop, 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 boop. This is like backwards from the way I was doing it before, as far as making an estimate to be able to see it.
It is so cool.
See if I can find it again.
It looks like a black hole for me.
I can't find it again. Oh no. I know it's got to be back there behind me, but I'm not seeing it.
When it came out, it looked like a black
Ah, well.
hole for me.
I'll reverse
Like
this
when we're-
back around again.
When we were able to look at the solar eclipse, it looked like a black hole,
Yeah.
but like the outer part's blurry for me.
There we go.
What are you doing again? It's like the turkey's getting more aggressive in the morning. Oh wow.
Well, it's a nice breeze going, and it definitely cooled off, but I bet it won't take it long to warm back up once the sun is uncovered.
Yeah.
All right.
Birds are tweeting again.
Oh, yeah, they're like, it's a beautiful day. All right, well, I just wanted to kind of walk y'all around at the farm, and then that way y'all could kind of see if the animals acted any different. None of them really acted different. We did, but that was about it. So.
Well, the crickets did come out. The crickets came
Oh
out.
yeah, the
and-
crickets and the tree frogs. Yeah.
It came so bright, so fast when it stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna tell them bye.
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 Bye bye.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one. I hope
recording.
everybody that is further from us enjoys their view. So, y'all take care. And as soon as I figure out how to turn this off, I will. It's like, how do I end? I don't know. Yes.
There we go.
There we go. All right.